Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and the world. So welcome back to another comic show video. Today, guys, I have never actually done a review for the show. I could have swore I did a long time ago. I guess I kind of forgot because I think when I watched it, I didn't really do a review for the last season, which is the show Snowpiercer on Netflix. So before I continue on, see if you guys are new, just coming to the comic show. If you guys are just wondering what I do. Normally when I normally just do reviews for like Netflix and Plus, or when I go see movies in theaters, or when I do trailer reactions, theory videos, unboxing videos, and gaming videos. It's mostly what I normally do on the comic show. So if you guys have been around for a very long time, it's normally what I do. I talk about a lot about games, about movies. So that's what I grow passionate about. And today I'm going to be watching one of my other favorite shows on Netflix called Snowpiercer. It's not the one that we're thinking about the movie. This is a TV show. So there's been a lot of like cool things that have been happening over the years with this particular show. I kind of like it more than the actual movie, because in the movie we do have Chris Evans in the movie and a few other actors I can't remember at the top of my head. But I think I like the show a lot more than the adaptation of the movie, because it brings out a lot more of the story, like what happened to the past, like what caused the global phenomenon of having Earth has a frozen tundra, I can't say that word, but yeah. So there, and then some of the other characters have figured out that the weather is slowly dying down, and they got proof that it would be able for them to like walk across their planet again. But the main dude that built the train that goes all around the world, I can't remember his name at the top of my head. As soon as I watch it, it'll probably click into my head again. But he doesn't want, all of his citizens and all of his people that are the train go back out there again, because it's still bad. He thinks it's still bad, but slowly the Earth is slowly healing in the process. So the last time it really ended in a cliffhanger. And I can't really remember at the top of my head. I should have watched the last episode from season 2 again. But anyways, I really enjoyed the show, so I'm going to watch the first episode of season 3, episode 1. It's 47 minutes, and I'll catch you guys a little soon when I'm done. And I'll give you guys my honest pointers and what I think about the show and what I like about it. And see you guys a little later. Hey guys, so I am back. So I fully watched the first episode. I gotta say it was pretty good. A lot of things are happening, and so first off, it shows Layton and the others still have their own part of the car of the train, and they're still gathering information about the weather conditions. So they had this guy Bennett go outside to get some ice samples, because so they can bring it back to the train in order to see if they can figure out a way to believe what Melanie mentioned back in the last season, how she was able to find an oasis, and they want to help discover that oasis so they can try to go find that heavenly area, and they can all repopulate again and don't have to worry about going outside to that horrible icy weather. So basically the entire episode, Layton is helping Bennett to try to get to do it, but during the process, Bennett fell into this freaking building inside in the snow. So for the entire episode, Layton and Josie decided to go on this little rescue mission to go save him. And during the process, Layton had to stay behind because he was seeing this glowing red light, and he had to go in there to see what it is. And although there was other things happening for the episode, where Wilford was having issues on his train. On the Jupiter, apparently. Or was it Jupiter, or was it the engine? Yeah, it's Jupiter, and that's what he was calling it. So basically, a lot of people are having issues on his train right now. How some of the water masters are allowing some people from I think in the tail end, or having hot baths, and he's technically the only one that does all that stuff, because he's the rich and powerful. He's Wilford, and he always likes to have all those wealthy foods and want to have a healthy bath up in his fancy train area. And he didn't like the fact that people were having hot baths before he is, so they were able to give him shit and give him a punishment of throwing buckets of mud on them. He's like, no, sorry, you're not allowed to have a hot bath. You're not permitted. I'm permitted. You're not. You're just the citizens that need to work on this train and make sure it keeps on running. So yeah, Wilford's a freaking bitch. Yeah, because you guys have seen the shows a couple of times. You guys probably know that yeah, he's a bit of an asshole. So he just wants everything for himself. Like he wants, like I said, he wants all the hot baths. He wants all the fancy meals. Like in the very close to near the end of the episode, we see him having I think it seems like he was having a pork chop, a couple big potatoes, and I think some broccoli and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, he's living up in the freaking hog here. So god damn it, man. But yeah, so like I said, during the rest of mostly for the episode, it was focusing more on Layton, Josie, Alex, and some of the other his other friends who were helping trying to keep their train still keeping running along, so it doesn't run out of gas, so it doesn't burn up, it doesn't shut down. So Alex is the main engineer lately, and if you guys don't remember, Alex is actually Melanie's daughter, which she found out in season 2, and now since Melanie's gone, they say that Melanie's gone, but we don't know if she's alive or she's dead. But they're still hinting to themselves in this episode that they're convinced that she's still alive, but who knows for sure that she actually found this oasis and was able to survive. But yeah, like I said, during the process, Bennett was just coming back towards the train, but he fell in this building. So Layton and Josie, the old love interests, are back together, and they decided to go rescue him. And then during the process, they were able to rescue him. Josie was able to slide him back to the train, and then Layton stayed behind because he saw this red glowing, kind of like this red glowing generator. It was probably red regenerating heat, but he didn't know why. And he saw blood on a wall when he turned it around when he was looking at it, and then he was following the footsteps because apparently there was somebody else there. And so he followed along until he saw this room with a couple pictures, and it looks like somebody was actually living there. And then all of a sudden he gets ambushed by somebody and starts attacking Landon. Don't know who it is, and he starts having a battle with this person. And I was like, wow, this actually is very intense. It's like, who else is living out there in the freaking cold, in the under outskirts of the weather, down below the snow? Because all the buildings on the planet are all covered in snow. Not the old major cities. All the major cities are covered in frozen ice and snow. But the ones in small towns are probably absolutely covered. That's where Landon is. He he dropped down this hole. We'll say Bennett, but aka Ben. They were calling him for short. And then when he was encountered that person, he was dying from from being so cold because he ran out of time. So he was able to grab a cable and hook it up, and he was able to get more air, more oxygen heat levels onto his into his suit, and he was able to grab the person that he was attacking him back to the train. And now we got to see who the person was, and it looks like it seems to be a woman. Now, we don't know who this woman is. It doesn't look like Melanie. It looks like some sort of other lady. So that's mostly what the entire episode was. It was just trying to find samples in the ice to see if the climate change in the world is changing. And it actually was in the last season when Melanie found samples in the snow that the climate change is actually changing around the atmosphere, and it's actually becoming more something more breathable, and somebody can actually walk out there without wearing those freaking big suits they're wearing to keep themselves safe from not being frozen. So that's what mostly it was the entire episode. That's nothing else that really got to the ordinary. Otherwise, Audrey, if you guys don't remember what Audrey is, it's Wilford's love interest, and she's trying to get back to Wilford, aka she keeps on calling him Daddy because they were back then they were both like intimate with each other. So Audrey was trying to convince Alex to go back to Wilford, leave the others behind, Layton and Josie and Bennett and in the snow, but I forget the short blonde girl's name that was helping Alex in the train. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but basically she was able to escape from the under parts of the engine area and actually was able to knock out this one dude that was kept keeping her in the electrical area, and then she was trying to convince her not. Audrey was trying to convince her to stop her from, knocking her out. So we want to go back to like Wilford, but it ends up knocking her out anyways because she turned up the speed on the train, and then she was trying to convince Alex to slow down so Layton and the others can get back to the train. And that was mostly what was happening for the entire episode. So just more like a rescue / mission / sample episode. But it was good. I really liked it. So I really love this show. Ever since I started watching it the first season a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I just fell in love with the show. And I love the actors. I love the characters. I love where it's going. And I'd like to see what else is going to happen during the show in the next episode. February 1st is when the next episode is going to be coming out on Tuesday this week. And yeah, so I really like it. Don't know if I'm going to be doing a video on Tuesday because I have Pathfinders on Tuesday, so I probably will be doing it that day. Or Wednesday, because Wednesday I'll be doing another review for the Book of Boba Fett. So I'll try to do it possibly during the week as I possibly can. Maybe I'll do next weekend because it's probably when I normally do my videos is normally every weekend. Because like I said, I normally do videos like Wednesdays and on weekends. So expect me to do another review for the show probably next weekend on Saturday, because like I've been trying to like do more videos as I possibly can, but I'm trying to like space out days that I want to relax. I want to like rest from work because it's I don't have a lot of energy like most days to like do a video, but I have a lot of energy on Wednesdays because I'm excited for the Book of Boba Fett, so that's why I'm always more energetic on Wednesdays because it's Star Wars. But yeah, so stay tuned for next weekend on Saturday when I do another review for the show. Sorry it's a bit late to do a review for the episode 1 of season 3, but you guys have probably been expecting me to do a review for the show for a very long while, which I was actually surprised at. I thought I did a season 2 review for Snowpiercer. I guess I did because I looked back at my channel like earlier today. I was like, oh, I guess I didn't. But yeah, so for the rating for this episode, I think I'm just gonna give it I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10. I mean, it was good. It was pretty interesting, but I thought it would like add more perspective for the characters, and I would like to see more what was going on with that little building. I was like, why was somebody there, and why was they were keeping light warm with that weird red generator of some sorts. But anyways, it's probably going to explain probably in the next episode, but I really enjoyed it, so thank you guys for watching. So if you guys, whatever you guys are in the world, want to good afternoon, I'll see you guys next time on the Comedy Show. And on the next episode, probably we will be doing another review for, like I said, the Book of Boba Fett on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And either way, have a good weekend, and what you guys are doing mostly these days, watching games, playing games, watching movies or TV shows, etc. Stay safe, wear your masks, wash your hands. We're still going through the pandemic and play. So, I'll catch you guys next time.